Hi everyone, welcome. In this video, we are going to build full-fledged Gmail application from scratch using microservice approach. Okay, not monolithic, using microservice approach because this is the actual bread and butter. Fine. Now there might be one question running in your mind. That is, okay, we need to build the Gmail application using microservice approach. But how to start? How to start building using microservice approach, how to start thinking in that way. Okay, and the same question I got from lot of students. Fine, don't worry, consider a scenario. Okay, please listen to me, please be focused, keep your phone on silent. Consider a scenario. Suppose you are working in a company and your manager has given you a task to build the Gmail application using microservice approach. Okay, fine. Now the very first thing, just find out what all services Gmail is providing to the user. What all services, whatever, Gmail, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Okay, so what all services the application is providing to the user. Okay, so the first service what Gmail is providing to the user is we can able to send the mail to anyone all over the world. Yeah, we can able to send the mail to anyone all over the world. We can able to send the mail to anyone. Okay, let's create a separate Spring Boot application for this service. This is the service what Gmail is providing to us. Okay, let's create a separate Spring Boot app. Okay, suppose we have created by the name Gmail sender. Okay, Gmail sender. Let's keep it running on the port 8080. Fine, we have created a separate Gmail sender which is used to send the mail to anyone all over the world. Okay, let's keep it running on 8080. Fine, now the second service what Gmail is providing to the user. So the second service is inbox. Okay, sent mails, drafts. Okay, trash, all mails. Okay, and you can add more. Here is our interface where you can see all the mails. Okay, here, and you can perform the operations like reply all, forward. Okay, so now let's create a separate Spring Boot app for the second service what Gmail is providing. Okay, which is running on the port 8081. Okay, different port. Two other applications are running on the different port. Fine. Now just see here, let's also build the compose button. Okay, compose button. So when user will click on the compose button, we need to let our second Spring Boot app talks to our first Spring Boot app. Okay, to send the mail to anyone all over the world. Fine, because this is the second app doesn't have any functionality to send the mail. We already have the app, Spring Boot app, which is running. So now let our second Spring Boot app talk to first Spring Boot app so that we can able to send the mail to anyone. Okay, two other apps are running, not a monolithic, microservices. First service, second service, third, four, five. Suppose your manager has given you a task to build the payment application, bank application, withdraw, deposit. Okay, many services. Create a separate Spring Boot app and finally try to integrate. See, this integration part is the bread and butter. You'll feel when you just working on a production environment in the company. Okay, the integration part. Let's integrate the Gmail with the local database so that we can able to perform the operations. Fine. There's a company which is doing the same thing. Okay, it's one of the big company. Fine. So the integration part is the most important. Try to learn, try to integrate the softwares. Okay, fine. See, I'm not teaching you the microservices. I'm just teaching you the starting. This is the starting. Please don't miss it. Okay, microservices is vast. Okay, there are a lot of design patterns, circuit breaker, and much more thing. Okay, we'll see. Fine. So now in this video, first let's start building send the mail to anyone Spring Boot app, and then let's build this app and then complete the functionality. Okay, so let's build our first Gmail service Spring Boot app. Okay, fine. Gmail sender. Okay, it's really interesting. And yeah, one more thing, if you haven't subscribed, then please make sure you subscribe my channel because I need your support. Okay, please subscribe my channel. Fine. So let me go to my browser. Okay, so open your favorite browser and let's quickly set up our Gmail sender project. Fine. Click here Spring Initializer. Fine. Let me give my Gmail sender project name. Okay, and let's add the dependency. So first is Spring Web, second is JPA, but I will not add JPA because I have a task for you. Okay, not JPA, not MySQL driver. Fine, I'll add TimeLeaf. Okay, and DevTools. Fine, and Lombok. Okay, okay, yeah, that's all. Rest, if required, we'll add them externally using MVN repository. Okay, so let me generate it. So let me save it in my folder. Okay, now let me, it's downloading. Okay, let me go there and let me extract it. Okay, extract all, extracted. Let me go to my Eclipse and import it. File, import, Maven. Okay, browse, and here today modifications are Gmail sender. Okay, select folder, finish it. It's importing. Okay, so Gmail sender, yeah, here it is. Okay, let me go to my pom.xml, scroll down what all dependency we have added, that is TimeLeaf, Spring Web, DevTools, Lombok, and the test dependency which is pre-added. Okay, no worries. Fine. Now the very first thing is, let me create the model class. I am not creating entity. That's your job. That is the task. Okay. At the end, I'll just give you the task. Fine. So let me create the package model. Fine, and Gmail sender request. Okay. Okay, Gmail sender. Fine. Okay. Now what all fields we required? So we are creating this application, send the mail to anyone. So what all fields we require to send the mail? 3 fields. Okay, private, string 2. Okay, private, string subject. Okay, and private string message. Fine, email message or description or whatever. Okay, now the next is add data. Okay, getters and setters. Okay, now let's create the Gmail sender template. Fine, go to the srcmin resources, template, new file. Okay, Gmail sender dot h Gmail sender form. Okay, dot html. Okay, fine. So now let me quickly HTML head, title, G email sender. Okay, and body. Now one more thing, XML ns th http thymeleaf.org. Okay, done. Imported Thymeleaf. Now let's create a form. form, okay, method is that. Let's create a three fields, okay, three fields, to subject and message. Label, okay, for, to, input type equals text, name equals to, okay. Similarly for the subject, message is text area, okay. So the subject and here also subject, fine, okay. And the next is, this is the message, okay, and here it is, and here text area, name equals message, done. One last thing, button type equals submit and send mail, okay, done. Action th, okay, send mail, method is post, okay, fine. Now when user will click on the submit button, these value will go to this URL pattern, okay. Let's handle this send mail URL. So let's create a controller. Now let's create a controller, class controller g email sender controller, okay, controller, fine. Let's create a method public string send mail, okay, at model attribute and Gmail sender our model, okay. Let me just little bit, okay. So when user will click on the submit button, these all values will get here, okay, because we have post mapping send mail, okay. So we have handle this URL pattern here, okay. So on click of this submit, all the values will get here. Now let's create a service class also, class service g email sender service, okay, at service, okay, fine. Now let me auto wire first. So okay, g email sender service, okay, g email sender service, let me auto wire it, okay. Now Gmail sender service dot send mail, okay, and let's pass this object here, okay. So let's create send mail in the Gmail sender service also, public okay, void and Gmail service dot send mail. So let's create a send mail here also, and I'm getting what I'm getting, Gmail sender, okay. So Gmail sender, okay. Now see here, simple mail message, no result. Okay, because we haven't added the mail dependency. Fine. So let me go to my Spring initializer, add dependency, mail, JavaMail sender. Okay, explore. So this is my maven, this is my pom.xml. Okay, and where added, this is that Spring Boot starter mail. Okay, you can also do like this, Spring Boot starter mail mvn. Okay, here is the first mvn repository. Click on this link, click on the version, copy it, come here, pom.xml. Okay, and paste it here in the dependencies. Fine, let me format it. I don't need this, I don't need the version also. Artifact will take care everything, and then save it. Okay, again let me go to my Gmail sender service, and now org Spring Framework mail, simple mail message. Okay, so message equals new simple mail message. Okay, now we need to set the to subject and message here in the form to subject and message what user has written in our simple mail message. Okay, simple, when user will click on the submit button, we are sending to subject message values to this URL pattern. Okay, we are handling this URL pattern, and we are getting the Gmail sender complete object with the to subject message what user has written there, and we are sending this object to the send mail which is in the service class send mail, and we are getting Gmail sender with whatever user has written these values. Okay, so now we need to pass this, we need to set these values. So message dot, you can see, get bcc, get cc, get reply to, get send date. Similarly, set bcc, set from, set reply to. So we need to set first to, and here what we need to set, Gmail sender dot get to. Okay, similarly message dot set subject, Gmail sender dot get subject. Okay, because we have added the add data, getters and setters automatically generated. Message dot set text. Okay, set text, Gmail sender dot get message. Okay, now we need to import and auto wire one more interface, that is Java Mail Sender. Yeah, Java Mail Sender, auto wired it. Okay, and Java Mail Sender dot send. Now see, send accepts my message, our next phase of the Gmail. Okay, and it also accepts the simple mail message. Yeah, done. Okay, and let me go to here, okay, return send sent. Okay, that's all, and let me add the add response body. Fine, later on we'll just redirect it. Okay, for the confirmation we'll just returning the sent. Okay, so using this response body, the as it is sent will be printed if the mail has been sent. Okay, now one last thing and most important thing is remaining, that is application properties backend configuration. Okay, so go to the SRC and resources. Let's continue with the application.properties. Okay, so now Spring, just pay attention, Spring dot mail dot host, which is equals smtp dot gmail.com. Okay, then Spring dot mail dot port, which is equals 587. Okay, then spring dot mail dot username, okay, which is from, okay, from which mail id. So from which mail id you wanna send the mail, okay, spring mail username, fine, spring dot mail dot password is the app password, not the password of this mail id, app password. How you'll get it, I'll show you, okay, I'll show you. First let me complete the configuration. Okay, next is, let me copy this, spring mail dot properties, okay, dot mail dot smtp dot auth equals true, okay, then spring mail properties up to here, spring dot mail dot properties dot mail dot smtp dot start tls dot enable, which is equals true, okay, then spring, let me again, spring mail properties, okay, so spring dot mail dot properties dot mail dot transport dot protocol, okay, which is equals smtp, okay, next again spring mail properties and again mail, fine, so let me copy this, okay, so spring dot mail dot properties dot mail dot smtp dot socket factory, okay, dot port equals 587, fine, next is spring dot mail dot properties dot mail dot smtp dot socket factory dot class equals javax dot net dot ssl dot ssl socket factory, okay, fine, next is spring mail properties mail smtp, okay, so spring mail properties mail smtp dot ssl dot trust equals smtp dot gmail.com, fine, okay, everything is done, fine, now let's get the app password for this particular Gmail ID and then let's run our application and test it out. So first open your this Gmail ID account, okay, so I already opened it, this is my the Gmail ID account, okay, go to the security and you need to turn on two-step verification, okay, so turn on two-step verification, okay, done, okay, so two-step verification is on. Now go back and search app password, okay, just create any app, g email sender, create, and you can see the Gmail has given me the app password for my this email ID, okay, let me copy it and paste it here, so paste it, let me save it, okay, now let me run my application because everything is done. So before that let me first check all looks good, okay, it looks good, my form looks good, my controller, oh, one thing is remaining, so on run, when I run my application, so I need to display the form, okay, so public string email form, okay, get mapping, okay, and it is nothing, return, and the my Gmail email sender, email sender and form, okay, my HTML file name, okay, fine, now let me run my application quickly right click, run as Java application. Okay, so it is running, looks good. Okay, fine, on port 8080. Okay, now let me go to my browser and localhost 8080. Fine. Yeah, so this is what the form we've created. Let me send the mail, a sample mail, to my another email address. Okay, ibmyashendra@gmail.com. Fine. Subject is, this is the sample or demo mail. Okay, fine, and demo message. Okay, so this email ID I've already opened here. You can see. Okay, now let me send it. Send mail. Okay, it is sending. Yeah, you can see. Sent. Okay, so the way we have coded, returning sent. Okay, let me go to my Gmail and check it. Yeah, I got it. Yashin33. This is the demo mail. Let me open it. This is the demo mail. The subject we have written. Okay, this is the subject, and demo message is the message. Demo message. Okay, got it. So we have completed our Gmail sender first service of the Gmail. Okay, what we have discussed. Send the mail to anyone. Gmail sender. Okay, first service of the Gmail is completed. It is up and running. The next is we need to code this. Okay, inbox sent draft, and whatever mails we received should be displayed here. Okay, and then we need to let these two apps talk to each other, and then finish it to a complete production microservice ready Gmail application. Okay, so this is what my plan. Okay, and you as well. Fine. So in the next video, in the upcoming video, let's complete it, and then let's these two apps talk to each other. Fine. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, then please subscribe, share, like. Okay, and thank you.